What up? What up? What up? It's Reckley Podcast. My name is Randy Little. Once again, episode 107. Um, Last episode, Knock at the Cabin, spoiler heavy. This episode, similar. We almost got a full squad. It's myself, of course. It's Rocket, who held me down for the last two. And then Sigmund Cinema has returned. So Nick still need his money. That's cool though. I sound like I'm talking shit, but I'm just poking fun. Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania has come out. The whole episode was supposed to be spoiler talk. We do spoil, so if you have not seen the movie, do not watch and or listen to this episode. We do definitely spoil the movie, but we also touch upon some other things that actually in the last couple episodes we've brought up, and we react to Super Bowl trailers. But yeah, another fun episode, a quicker episode than normal, but we still covered what I think is a lot of stuff. The last couple weeks theatrically, the weekend of the 10th of February, Magic Mike's Last Dance was in the theater. Your Place or Mine was on Netflix. That's Ashton Kutcher and Reese Witherspoon. And then Somebody I Used to Know, starring Allison Brie, is on Amazon Prime. Obviously, this past weekend, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. On physical media the last couple weeks, right after the last episode, Black Panther Wakanda Forever came out on 4K Blu-ray. Legion of Superheroes, the most recent DC animated movie, also came out. Spoiler alert, with Jim Parsons came out. This past Tuesday, The Fabelmans from Steven Spielberg came out. Strange World, the most recent Disney animated release. That John Bernthal show, American Gigolo, got a Blu-ray. The House Party remake, after like 6 weeks, got a Blu-ray. And upcoming this Tuesday, Empire of Light, the most recent Sam Mendes release, is coming out. The Inspection is coming out. And then the Tuesday before the next episode, looks like you got some Rocky 4K, Puss in Boots, The Last Wish is coming out, Training Day 4K, Leica, looks like they're getting some upgrades, looks like some 4K steelbooks. The 60s, it's either 60s or 70s, like the super OG Batman cartoon is getting a physical release. Devotion with Jonathan Majors and Glenn Powell is coming out. I Want to Dance with Somebody, the Whitney Houston biopic, is coming out. Upon return, the homies will come through. We'll chop it up. Hope y'all enjoy. It's Rec League. Hey, we back. Maybe a day early, depending on when you're hearing this. Maybe $1 short, because I'm broke as fuck. But we got more than 2 this time. So look who decided the show. Eric.
Yeah, what up, man?
No excuses. How them paychecks while you was bailing on this family?
They okay. The people I work with are still stupid, but the paycheck's okay.
I can't keep a straight face. If I had to work on a Saturday, I wouldn't be here either.
Yeah.
Rocket, what up?
What's up?
I'm gonna need you to use the dry erase board for this episode, because your voice is fucked up. I'm just playing. It's all love.
You got the Barry White going.
Yeah. the smooth side.
Well, out there in Rec League podcast land. First things first, we gonna talk about these Super Bowl trailers.
No.
What y'all think about? So, when did the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer play? Because that was like the one I didn't see.
Same.
That was earlier on. That in first quarter, if I'm not mistaken.
That's what I thought. Because I was probably too busy like gushing over the Flash trailer. Flash trailer was great, but it showed way too much. Like we already knew all the shit that they showed, but like Joe Schmo like driving past me and fucking on the way to work, if he knows a Flash movie's coming, he doesn't know fucking Zod and 2 different Batmans and Supergirl and
Right.
that motherfucker probably cry that she's Hispanic with black hair anyway.
I just hope they didn't show in those trailers like everybody's raving about the Flash trailer and all that. I just hope they had to do something where it's like those were all the best parts or scenes of the movie that they threw together.
They better not be. I mean, and it's funny. I actually want to see. Obviously, I want to see Michael Keaton as Batman, but I want to see what they do with him as Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
That's what I really want to see, if they give him a lot to do with that.
For sure.
But yeah, no, the trailer was like you said. They come out in June.
Yeah.
So it's probably 2 more trailers.
We don't need 2 more trailers.
You know they're gonna do it.
They gave us 3 trailers in one.
Yeah.
The sad part is, by the time the movie comes out, if they drop another 1 or 2, like you're saying, Eric, I mean, you could just piece all those trailers that they put out. There's your movie.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's another movie. I don't know if we're gonna talk about it. I think they've shown a final trailer for a certain slasher movie, because there's threats of leaks coming out. I'm like, man, I'm not gonna look at anything else until that movie comes out.
Did we get a Scream? Did we get a
6? But
first, yeah, let's hit on that one. Did we get a Scream trailer during the Super Bowl?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay, then we're not talking about it.
Yeah,
no, I'm just playing.
Which is crazy.
Because it comes out in 2 weeks.
They marketed the last one as Scream, and they're not calling this one Scream 6. They're still calling it Scream because they cut the stupid the M.
Yeah, to a V, Roman numeral 6.
Paramount is pissing me off. You're not clever.
Yeah, but no, the Flash. So yeah, and everybody, I don't know if you're gonna get on the Ezra Miller debacle, but yeah, it looks like they have a good movie. And
I don't want Ezra Miller recast because of all his personal bullshit. Oh, he's mental. No, bro. Like, you choose to break into somebody's house. That's not a mental disorder. Mm-hmm. You choose to choke a bitch in a club. That's not a mental disorder. Mm-hmm. So, like, yeah, like, I want him recast just because I've never been a fan of Ezra Miller, especially as the Flash.
Oh, interesting.
But, yeah, I could see James Gunn, like, he's just like me when I got fired from Marvel. I feel sympathy. So, I don't know. I've wanted a Flash movie since I was a kid. So, like, personal shit, behind the scenes shit aside, like, I'm very excited.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. It's the very first official Flash movie, right?
I mean,
theatrical,
up until 2017, if you weren't fucking Batman or Superman, if you got a movie, it fell on its face. Green Lantern, Jonah Hex, Steel.
Yeah.
What here? Crazy fact here. They announced The Flash with Ezra Miller after episode 1, season 1 of the Arrowverse, The Flash.
I read
That's
that.
how long this thing has been going on. So they've had a whole series now coming to an end. And now the damn movie's gonna come out.
But it was originally announced, hey, The Flash is coming summer 2018. And I kind of halfway believe that they went to like the heads of the CW, whoever runs DC TV, whatever, and was like, "Hey, this movie's coming. The show needs to end."
Yes. I don't know how many seasons is the
9.
Flash in.
9.
Wow,
Last season.
9.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
9. Your favorite player,
Yeah.
Tony Romo, 9. So, they showed a Transformers trailer. It didn't feel like we got a lot of new stuff, but it still looks like a cool movie.
Yes. Now who's directing that? His name
Stephen Cable. Yeah, directed
Cable.
Creed 2.
Yeah. I don't know. It looks a second one without Michael Bay directing.
So it's immediately better.
Got some fresh blood in there, but it looks good. We'll see what happens.
No pigeons are gonna get hurt in the making of this movie. What else they show? We got a trailer for Air. That was the most surprising one to get the Air trailer during the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they showed that when I saw that on the big screen the other night. That looks like
I did too.
It's gonna be a good movie. And we were talking about it's by design how they're not showing who's playing Michael Jordan.
Yeah. And
it'd be funny if he's not even in a movie, but I don't see that happening. You
gotta have Matt Damon and probably Phil Knight, Ben Affleck in a meeting with whoever's playing MJ.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be probably the big scene toward the end or something to convince him, because that's a good story. I don't know how familiar y'all are about it, but
I just know Viola Davis looks nothing like his mom.
She's Viola Davis.
Facts.
Right? They don't care.
Facts.
She probably got her another Oscar nomination in the bag with that role.
Hopefully.
But it's always good to see Chris Tucker.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I was happy to see him in that trailer.
Yeah.
I doubt it, but I hope like Chris Tucker and Marlon Wayans have like one scene together.
Yeah, and Marlon Wayne's still on his dramatic thing.
Hey, bro, he did a TV spot last year that I'm not gonna tell y'all what it was.
No, I know. It was good.
It was very good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess that he's coming back this year. It was very good.
Yeah. But yeah, Air is pretty good. Who else is in there? My boy is in there, Jason Bateman.
Never heard of him.
Yeah. We trying to get on A level with Smartless
Podcast. Straight up. I hate to say that I might be the Will Arnett in that equation.
Oh, good. Will Arnett. That's just look at advertising a whole nother podcast.
Hey, Reese's.
As if they don't have enough advertisements on that.
Reese's, GMC, what up? I'll be the new spokesman.
No, hell no, Jordan. Since we were talking about it off. Jordan brand. But yeah, Air looks really good. I'm gonna be the ticket is bought for that
one. I'm blanking. Did they show anything else?
I don't know. Everything they mostly showed, we've already like the Transformers we've seen mostly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And even technically, they didn't show the whole Flash trailer. They released
during the game they like really modified the full trailer.
Full trailer available online.
I hate that shit.
Yeah. But no, what other movies? That's crazy. I guess it was nothing noteworthy. We can't really remember.
I swear. I was thinking that the day after, like, there were no, like, memorable commercials. Like, there's usually, like, Doritos or Budweiser or something that everybody's talking about at work the next day. And it's like, this year, like, all the trailers were whack.
Yeah.
The best commercial they had was that Tubi one at the
very and you missed it. You missed it.
I've seen it like 4 times since, though. I don't have Tubi, so I was never, like, psyched out.
In the moment.
In the moment,
dude. Because I was at a bar. And I'm not gonna mention this bar.
That's funny.
Yeah. And everybody's like, "Hey, what you doing?" They talk.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. But like,
somebody sat on the remote.
No, my remote was in front of me. I don't have Tubi. I was just watching. I
just wish you would have seen it. It would. I swear, it would have got you. Just the way it happened. It was just so well done. and they had the real commentators. They had Greg
Yeah.
Olsen and
Oh,
so
they did that shit with
sold
they did that shit with the flag football commercial too.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, they had Aaron Andrews interviewing the girl, and she tried to get her flag, but then she took off, and
Oh yeah.
everybody's chasing her.
But yeah, what was it? Speaking of, man, Ben Affleck was all over. Super Bowl
Oh yeah, that was
commercial.
good. That was probably the best
Yeah.
commercial.
The Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, when J-Lo rolled up. Is this what you do when you say you were on work?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that's funny. That fool got 2 movies and a franchise restaurant commercial.
Yeah,
that's
Must be good.
right. But yeah, guess that's it. That's crazy.
All right. Before our first break, we got about 20 minutes. What did y'all think of Quantumania? Rocket?
Yeah.
It was decent. I gave it a 7 out of 10. But before we get into it, certain things like we spoke earlier off air were kind of knocked it down a peg. At one point, I was lower. Then
That's a big ass peg.
it was. It made it for it towards the end again, but there were certain things I can see why critics gave it the scoring they did.
Yeah.
I would give it a positive review, but I can see why it's almost pretty much 50-50. But at the end of the day, I would vouch for the movie.
Is it or is it not the weakest of the 3 Ant-Man movies?
Yes. I think so.
And it shouldn't have been.
I agree. Remember, people don't like change. Remember, Ant-Man 1 was a heist movie, comical. You had Michael Pena and that crew. You had his crew. Part 2, still, comical. The crew's still there. The thing is, everybody knows your Iron Man trilogy, your Captain America trilogy. Thor started to become, when Ragnarok hit, it's going to be the comedy aspect of it. Doctor Strange is more like the wackiness. So is Guardians. Ant-Man is always comical, and yet this was more serious, and that probably might have thrown people off. They're waiting for those, comedic beats.
It started off super goofy, though.
It did.
Yeah.
It did. Like, I'll be honest with you, I don't know if you guys seen Strange World on Disney Plus, the new animated movie that just dropped.
Ooh.
I felt like it was Star Wars and that combined, and they just threw Ant-Man in there.
Yeah, it's I can see what you mean by that. Randy frozen.
Yeah. So
I did say Star Wars, but I said Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome.
Nah.
If you watch Strange World, you'll see what I'm saying with the creature stuff.
Because the stupid I have holes character was definitely from Strange World.
I felt like that was Jar Jar Binks' cousin. So,
you cut to the core of me, Baxter.
Yeah, it's
It felt it started off and it felt really fucking rushed. I helped beat Thanos. I wrote a book. Oh no, my daughter got arrested, but she's trying to do good and freedom fight for the little guy. And then, hey, we're in the quantum realm.
Yeah, it's like that first act, very rushed. They trying to get him.
And it never pulled me back from that.
Yeah, it didn't give itself time to breathe, pretty much.
I agree.
But I give them credit from trying something different, because it's way different. But this speaks to another thing. I don't know if it's necessarily a problem with the Marvel, the MCU movies. There are no... Well, ask yourself this. I know Randy knows this. I didn't really think about it. There are no true sequels in the MCU anymore. You know what I mean?
No.
Because Thor: Love and Thunder isn't really a sequel to Ragnarok. It's a sequel to
Endgame.
And
there's 7 sequels to Avengers Endgame right now.
Yeah.
It's too many.
I think the Iron Man movies are the only true, probably Iron Man 2, going way back, the true sequels. Way back.
Mm-hmm.
But Quantumania is the contrast between the audience score and the critic score. Critics 48%, the audience score is 84%.
Normies.
And people are, I'm seeing people on Instagram reviewing a movie 2 out of 10. Okay, if you don't like it, I get you, but 2 out of 10 is something horrible, and it ain't that.
Yeah, 2 out of 10 is
I
like
agree.
date movie, like Meet the Spartans.
Yeah.
Come on.
Like y'all need to reevaluate your rating system. But
it's 2 out
yeah,
of 10 because Rotten Tomatoes says it's bad, so I give it a 2.
Yeah, it must be. But no, it's yeah, it seems disjointed for the most part. Like you said, the first act is like hurry up. Then they get there, and I'll tell you a role. Well, we're gonna get to that. So Jonathan Majors is just
already damn near Thanos level.
But
yeah,
the way that he was explaining, and look, y'all fans of the show, I ain't said it at the top because I was slipping. I forgot. That's on me. Y'all saw the last episode. We spoiled the shit out of some Knock at the Cabin. So y'all know we about to spoil the shit out of some Quantumania. That's your warning. That's your second warning because I know I said at the very beginning that I haven't recorded yet. But look, he was talking to Janet, and he was like, she was like, you could murder trillions, and I'm paraphrasing. He was like, that shit is necessary. Fuck them.
Yeah.
And that's just like Thanos, a necessary sacrifice.
Yeah, and how he tries to explain about time and
yeah.
So yeah, they have a lot to do, and it's interesting. We're still in spoiler territory that the mid-credit sequence and the end credit sequence were both dedicated to Kang.
Yeah,
and more so the end credit is most likely a clip. From season 2.
I didn't think about
Loki.
that. I didn't think about that.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool how like he was showing the timelines and it looked just like Loki, how they would branch off and splice off and shit. And like I was telling my mans at work, like we got to get a peek at like the Council of Kang or some shit, right? And we got that.
Yeah, sure enough.
Loki and Mobius. What's his name?
Really, like you said,
Victor
also,
Timely.
Too, you know, Thanos was, and Kang is way more dangerous, I think. I mean, well, he is, but I see him as even more ruthless because Thanos, when he was wiping planets and, you know, population, he thought he was doing it for the good of the people, because the people that were supposed to, you know, stay, you know, was half the population to have the Earth grow so they could survive.
Right. They would thrive.
Yeah, Kang just don't give a F. He don't care. He's like, you're all dying. What's the reason? There is no reason.
But it's like,
I'm just gonna take it. Just that's it.
Thanos also didn't know about no multiverse neither.
Nope.
Yeah, and they have so this is the first movie of the 5th.
Yeah. This is phase 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because phase 4 was all over the place. They introduced the multiverse, but there was no. Yeah, they like every movie was kind of its own thing except for the multiverse. That's really only 2 movies. The Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. But yeah, they got a lot to build up, and a lot of people, like we call them normies, might not get the idea of Kang.
Can I get 2 tickets for Ant-Man 3, please?
Right. And I'm glad they showed the console of Kangs and to give people an idea of what he is.
I want to see the guy from Lovecraft Country. He's that guy in this.
Yeah, I mean, hey, that's what brings him in.
Gotta love that Paul Rudd, Jim Bob.
Like Eric, like you were saying though, Jonathan Majors, man, I think he's
a force. Yeah, hell yeah.
True enough, and there was even a cameo in it that I rather like. I'm like, okay, he's actually trying.
That shit wasn't no. He got his name on the poster. That wasn't no fucking cameo.
Yeah,
he was in one scene and got his name on the poster because he's Bill fucking Murray.
He negotiated that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Bro,
but no, that was a pretty good scene. Because Bill Murray is real good at balancing dramatic and comedy in that scene. You know, he went from being a goofy, doing what Bill Murray do, and toward the end, I'm like, man, started to get a little. And I like how he handled that, what he had to work with.
Mm-hmm.
And Yeah, and it was funny. I wish were in the movie longer. But
yeah.
But yeah, and I'm curious. Like I mentioned off air about the 3D. So a lot of people, they mistake two things. They mistake bad visual effects for you can tell it's not real. You know what I mean? There's a big difference. Some of this look downright phony. And then, like, obviously they're not in this quantum world, and there's going to be a lot of green screen.
No, the quantum realm definitely exists.
and people will nitpick about that.
I hate people.
Like, oh, that looks, and that's why I'm curious about. It's real hard to create depth when you're doing mostly in front of a green screen, and that's a big achievement of Avatar. Yeah, both of the avatars.
Yeah.
People were making fun of the Quantumania trailer, talking about Spy Kids and stuff like that, but
Spy Kids is good, wholesome family content.
Yeah. But no, I like it's not a bad movie. I give it out of 5, 3. And that's in. So yeah. That's my 2 cents.
Damn, so I know Nick gave it a 3.5 too, so none of us gave it. If we convert that's 7 out of 10. That's about a 3.5 out of 5. Damn, Peyton Reed fumbled.
I feel like it's a mid movie, but it's more like mid lower. You know what I mean? Like it's not great. I mean, is it better than Iron Man 2? Yeah. Is it better than Thor: The Dark World? Yeah. I mean, so it's not the worst movie. And the thing is this, like they're saying it's the second worst MCU movie on Rotten Tomatoes. I like Eternals, and I think the more I rewatch it, the more you understand it, the better it gets. Yeah. I just think people didn't know what to expect from the Eternals.
Nah.
I think Rotten Tomatoes is
she
trash.
Made a rather art house comic book movie.
Yes.
And people weren't really looking for that or wanting that necessarily. It's not a bad movie.
Look, man. Check it out. Check it out.
What's up?
None of the Eternals is stronger than any of the Avengers. I don't give a fuck. They just not. They was fighting some lady in the water ass sheepdogs.
Yeah.
None of them villains was none of the deviants was stronger than any of the other MCU villains. Eternals isn't bad though. I'm telling you, like it's my second to last favorite MCU movie.
What's the saying? You don't have to be first.
I still like it though.
That's it.
Yeah.
So it's potential.
I don't have to win. We just both have to lose.
Potential spoiler. Who knows what they're gonna do with it? So the was it the mid? Which is the scene where the dude he got the sword? Was it the mid or the end credit scene out of Eternals?
That was in. I think the mid credits was Harry Styles.
Yeah, Harry Styles was on the mid. Yeah. So the end credit sequence where
Kit Harington,
Kit Harington, Blade asks him if he's ready.
Yeah, the Ebony Blade. So in storyline, the Ebony Blade actually kills one of the variants of Kang the Conqueror.
Word.
In one of the comics. So who knows what it's going with that. I mean, Blade was supposed to be filming already, but
okay. So we know where Black Knight coming back.
Yeah. So that's geeky comic book stuff. Who knows if that's where they're gonna try and go?
That's okay.
Because I hope they don't waste Kit Harington.
I just hope, and I'll be blunt. I think Marvel, Disney itself, having Bob Iger back, everything's gonna be better. Because remember, this movie was done under the watch of Bob Chapek. Remember, he was doing some weird stuff. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Bob Iger is in there now, and this movie drops. But the whole movie was filmed all that under Bob Chapek. I think Bob Iger giving the creators back the right to do their movie the way they want it is gonna go a long way. Because it's just funny how he leaves. You know, Marvel is on the up and up and all that. Chapek is there. Yeah, he'll take some credit for some stuff that was filmed under Iger before he left.
Yeah.
But now truly look at the stuff that was under Chapek, Phase 4. All that was pretty much under, and that was, yeah, trash.
Yeah.
You know,
Is it so
some
uneven?
of it, yeah, I mean, my favorite movie of Phase 4 is Shang-Chi.
I was about to say, he must have been on vacation when they did Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
You know? And that's the thing. So is I hope, okay, Phase 5 is off to a little bit of a rocky start. Like I said, I enjoyed the movie. But hopefully from here on out, maybe that's why they pushed the Marvels out from July 28th to November 10th. Maybe they're going to do some reshoots and tweak it up a bit. I mean, who knows? But at the end of the day, I mean, I just hope this next phase, like they saying this is the movie that's going to start putting stuff together. I understand what they're saying, but to some people, they're like the normies, they're lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother. Yeah. Like, is it though?
You know?
It's putting stuff together for 2.5 years from now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if anything, like you said, it probably made stuff more confusing. Like, oh, there's a bunch of him, the King and the Conquerors with the console.
Yeah.
Because that's a really interesting concept to get across that what Kang the Conqueror is.
The next Avengers is gonna have 1 million Kangs.
Yeah, they got a lot of work in their hands. Cause
right.
And like I said, Disney fucked up letting James Gunn go. And when they brought him back, I mean, it was already too late. But I honestly feel James Gunn was going to be Feige's right-hand man that was going to deal with all this weird galactic outer, like all this stuff with like the Fantastic Four, Doctor Strange stuff, this quantum realm. Like that's you know, in his pool right there. Look at the stuff that James Gunn, look at the characters he's trying to bring into DC.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, it's all weird stuff. And I think Feige was prepping him to boom, go, you know, you're going to be my right-hand man. Once we get to this point in Marvel with these movies, you're going to be my second guy in command. And now Feige's running thin. That whole deal with Chapek, I mean, it's just, I honestly think he had it planned out one way, it went another, and I think that's why a lot of it is disjointed, especially on Phase 4. And like I said, Phase 5 is off to a little bit of a rocky start, but hopefully going forward, hopefully everything, you know, smooths itself out.
No way Guardians 3 is a letdown.
Nah, I don't think
absolutely no way.
No.
But let's break on that. All right. I don't know what to talk about. I was like in my head, like, man, this movie's about to be dope. We're gonna be like talking about all the cool shit in this movie, and then it just was fine. I don't know. What y'all think about Cassie?
Oh yeah, the recasting.
Yeah, the recast, her arc. She got a lot to do.
Yeah, it's just, it was whatever, and she had her own suit. And
it was definitely all her fault.
Right, that's funny. But yeah, she was all right. What's her name? The actress that they Freaky?
Catherine Newton, yeah, from Freaky.
Yeah, it was just fine. Everything about the movie so far is just like, meh.
Yeah, bro.
Oh man. But yeah.
I would say this: the best parts of the movie, obviously, was when Jonathan Majors on it. Bro, Michelle Pfeiffer was really good in this too.
Yeah,
Michelle Pfeiffer was good.
She got more to do, and I think it kind of took away from Evangeline Lilly.
That's where I was heading to. It's like you got Ant-Man and the Wasp in the title, and yet the Wasp was underused. It's Ant-Man and the Wasp.
She wasn't not.
Mm-hmm.
And she was underused. Michelle Pfeiffer which makes sense because she was in the quantum world for 30 years. She would know what that. She has all the connections. I get that. But when you're Ant-Man and the Wasp is underused, and a side character has more screen time than you do, that plays a part in it too. But Michelle Pfeiffer, she was dope in this. Like I said, Jonathan Majors stole the show.
As he should have,
yeah.
What is it? How about this? No, go ahead, Rocket. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Eric.
I'm gonna instigate.
Uh-oh.
Do we feel like Evangeline Lilly, like off-camera beliefs and all that shit, played into like let's lessen what she gets to do?
Yeah.
All right.
I can see that. I can see
some
that, Paul.
producers or studio, like you were saying, probably like, yeah, trim that down, give it to somebody else, give that line to somebody else. Yeah, because people, that's a shame. They gotta go like that, but yeah. But no, I was asking anybody keeping an eye on what is it tracking box office wise.
No idea. I heard it was off to a solid start. I haven't seen numbers.
Well, they said it was about 95 million that they're expecting to make. About 95
That's not
million.
bad.
So we were talking about another movie, because then Magic might expand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which was,
I didn't get it last weekend.
We would.
Warner Brothers is foolish.
That's really his own. But you know what? Speaking of this, we feel what we feel about Ant-Man Quantumania. But I want to roll back to the news thing that I'm surprised you didn't bring up. Or did y'all bring? No, this just got announced with M. Night Shyamalan signing a deal with Warner
first
Brothers.
Look deal. Yeah, first look deal with Warner Brothers. Yep.
Not thrilled about it.
Yeah. Speak on that a bit, because I know you.
I'm
the work he was doing at Universal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he bounced like normies. My bad, y'all are what y'all are. Just live with it. Touchstone had him right. 6th Sense classic. Motherfucking Unbreakable classic. Signs classic. The Village is good, but it didn't do the same kind of critic reaction, box office, whatever. So then he bounces. He literally bounces Lady in the Water's at Warner Brothers, The Happenings at Fox, Last Airbenders at Paramount, After Earth is at Sony. He gets with Universal for The Visit, Blumhouse. Tiny budget, horror, found footage, and then he finishes his East Rail trilogy, Old, Knock at the Cabin, Universal.
Yeah.
I don't like M. Night doesn't come off like a dude with ego. So maybe he just sees it as a good opportunity. Maybe he got his bag. Yeah. He ain't even got to direct. If he has an idea, he can just spit it to him, and that's Warner Brothers.
So it's one thing with that which might make it matter or not. So the movies you named, I think about 4 of his most recent movies were technically independent, and Universal was only distributing those movies. They didn't fund it, which was so this Warner Brothers deal, I guess obviously they're gonna greenlight the movie and give him a budget, which should be interesting. And somebody, James Gunn, is gonna try and sell him on trying to make one of those comic book movies. That's what I think. The conversation is at least going to happen.
It's gonna happen, but I hope he doesn't, unless it's Swamp Thing. But we know James Mangold is already flirting with Swamp Thing.
Yeah, right.
If it's not horror themed, I just don't want M. Night around it. Like, they already announced Trap next August. Trap sounds horror-ish, so let's do it.
Yes, I'm just very, very promiscuous. Yes.
Yeah.
You said horror.
I know that you like to be promiscuous.
But that dude. You not to get on that. I know y'all talked a lot about him. But yeah, it's cool to see him. Yeah, he's just a hell of a filmmaker doing what he did, but the specific deal, I don't think they released it. They just said a multi-film deal.
Yeah, first look.
Yeah, first look deal. Yeah. But yeah, I can't. Can't.
He's just been doing good shit with Universal. I don't like to see him shake it up. If it ain't broke.
Yeah, they probably didn't want to. Yeah, who knows with these major studios or whatever.
And maybe he came to them and said, "Look, I've been doing stuff with you guys. Let's make this legit." Maybe he came to them with this is what I would like to have. And maybe Universal says, shop around. It's remember, a lot of studios are still recovering, even though it's been 2 years from the pandemic, but some studios are still recovering.
Yeah.
It's like the Utah Jazz and Russell Westbrook. you do what you gotta do, we gonna do what we gotta do.
But it's one more thing I want to talk about. I'm just kidnapping Randy's podcast.
What else is new?
No, but like you said, it's just we expect it to be, I guess, gushing over.
But like, what's the name? Buddy from The Good Place, William Jackson Harper. Is he too good of an actor to have such a goofy ass role? Look at my forehead. I can read your mind.
Yeah, like, he did well with what they gave.
He did.
You know what I mean? It was funny, and the little scene with "Stop thinking that." Just stop thinking that. That was. It's the
his one scene that people are going to talk about.
Yeah, yeah. What even happened? And it's messed up. Did he? No, spoiler. Did he die? I forgot. No, he lived.
I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah.
He lived. I just think the quantum realm was wacky, and they went in with that. This is wacky. This has to be a wacky movie.
Yeah.
Where you could have done it wacky, but still done it in a different way that was more cohesive in a sense. You know what I mean?
First, Ant-Man and the Wasp, they go into the quantum realm to get Janet. And we go into the quantum realm in this one, but it's like layers. It's like a fucking skyscraper. It's like, why are we supposed to just accept that there's all these floors to the quantum realm? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
Like a video game. Like it's all these different levels that were just hidden.
Well, if you think about the first Ant-Man, when he falls in, he's going through those different levels.
You right.
The first Ant-Man. You know, so I mean, they just didn't explore it, you could say, at that time.
You very observant.
So
yeah, no, it's true enough. But yeah, we'll see what's what. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll do the one thing I wanted to bring up, just Hollywood news or whatever. That's kind of sad, and maybe we'll do a dedication episode to Bruce Willis. It's just like, man can't catch a break.
Yeah, dude. He's got that Magic Johnson money. I hope there's something that he can get to help him, not adapt, but like live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it's definitely a lot. I'm sure, like down the line, you'll have a dedication episode, but yeah, it's just. Yeah, it's real sour and sad.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's funny because the first time I ever saw Bruce Willis was in a TV series called
Moonlighting.
Man, and then people forget he used to do those Seagram's wine cooler commercials. People forget about
Mahershala Ali and Naomi Harris.
Oh man.
Oh, he wasn't in that Moonlight.
No.
Knucklehead.
Hey, bro. Eric, you old.
Who was it?
I know y'all.
Sybil Shepherd.
Which one of y'all got the Bruno CDs?
What's that?
Which one of y'all got the Bruno CDs?
The Bruno. Oh, man. So the thing is, he wasn't he had a song called Respect Yourself. Ask me. Don't ask me why I know that.
Because you old.
Yeah. He's out of the artists who, in the 80s, who tried to do that, he's probably, because Eddie Murphy did it. Who's the old boy from Miami Vice?
Don Johnson.
Don Johnson tried to do it. Like a lot of actors tried to be musical artists, and a lot of them didn't work.
No shit.
So people joke about Eddie Murphy's party all the time, but he got a big platinum plaque on his wall.
Yep, laugh now.
Yeah. And people were bumping that song was legit produced by Ray James. We know this now.
I'm Ray James, bitch.
We look back and laugh at it because it's dated. It's the 80s, but a lot of people was rocking that song. Like, oh, look at Eddie Murphy. But yeah, I don't know if people was rocking the Bruce Willis, but he tried it. I don't know. Go back and look at those numbers. But yeah, and it's weird, and we'll examine this. If you examine his career, Die Hard was like his only his second or third movie, and out the gate, pretty much never looked back. And
that was a springboard movie right there.
Yeah, And people don't realize how big of a deal Moonlight was, and that was a huge show.
It was
my
massive.
parents. I was pretty much forced to watch it. I didn't know what was going on.
Same here.
Yeah, and you feel bad because when Bruce Willis fell into the DTV direct to video, like Bruce Willis just don't give a damn anymore.
Yeah, that's what I was telling my wife.
Bruce Willis. We were all kind of saying, I made that video at Best Buy, all the movies he had, and nobody knew, and it's just. But even then, I said I'm like, hey man, money is money. The money you get, the money you got for Die Hard is the same green money you getting for this.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, people like to rag people by doing those direct to video movies.
I'll tell you this: if I did those direct-to-video movies, I wouldn't be living in this house.
Yeah. And Robert, you just moved in there, though.
I'm sure we're gonna talk about this in the future. John Wick 4 is coming out.
That's a long motherfucker.
Yeah. What the running length?
Yeah.
How long is it gonna be?
3?
249, something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. I didn't even take a look at that.
It's part 4 and 5.
Could be. But no, my boy's gonna be in that. Scott Adkins.
He put on weight.
I think that's a fat suit.
It definitely is.
The other day.
It definitely
is. I'm like, man. But it looked like, okay, like why isn't this dude a bigger star than he is?
Agree.
He's doing these direct-to-video movies, but these direct-to-video movies are like great. Are like really good.
Why didn't they put him in John Wick to where him and Keanu Reeves could have a fucking hand-to-hand fight?
I don't know if they're gonna have him do it's called the Fat Dragon thing when there's a heavier martial artist. If he's actually gonna fight in that fat suit,
okay.
But that'll be very. And if anybody could do it, he could do it.
Okay.
And it's just like people are just starting to see. Like I've been like 15 years been up on Scott Adkins, like the vampire movie with Jamie Foxx. The scene that everybody talks about, Day Shift.
Yeah.
Oh man, the brothers, him and the homeboy.
Brothers. Yes.
The homeboy from Shameless.
Yeah, everybody like give them everybody's what? Give them a TV
spin-off.
show, give them a movie, give them a spinoff. That's the only like thing people talk about from a big Jamie Foxx movie.
So John Wick 4 is already better than Quantumania.
It's a John Wick 4. But yeah, it's but no, I was saying that to say this about the direct-to-video movies. Usually, Scott Adkins speaks a lot on how they have limited budget and they have to shoot things quick. But financial-wise, I guess we're just average Joes. Scott Adkins makes, for 2 weeks' worth of work, an average of $30,000 a day.
Don't call me no fucking average Joe.
Yeah, holy shit. That's my salary.
30 G's a day for 2 weeks of work. And that's a big actor like Tom Cruise are like, oh, that's my dinner budget.
Yeah, I'm about to say I just spent that on breakfast. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's the catering budget. But those
God.
movies that Scott Adkins make, like the Undisputed movies and stuff like that, the budget for those movies are like $4 million, $4 or $5 million, and you see the quality of work that they're doing with this. But I hope he gets his due, because I don't know if you know, he was the runner-up, Scott Adkins, for Zack Snyder's Batman. Batman v Superman.
That would have been interesting.
Yeah, his audition tape is out there.
And they're talking about him, maybe, like I said, because remember, James Gunn's Batman, he already has a son. You know?
Yeah.
So they need like a more grizzled.
John Hamm.
Super older, but older Batman. Scott Adkins he has the physique. You know, he could do the martial arts stuff.
Yeah.
But
is he a detective?
He's stupid.
But like you were saying, Eric, Scott Adkins kind of reminds me of another Scott.
Bale?
That should have gotten his due, and you thought it would be a more famous actor. It's Scott Speedman when he was doing those Underworld.
Oh, wow. What happened to him? Jesus.
That's my point. When he did 1 and 2, I'm like, this is great. And I liked it. Like, me personally, I liked him as an actor, but you thought he was an up-and-coming guy.
Yeah.
And then Underworld 3, they didn't have him. And, like, that was it. He was only in the first two, but the guy had the physique, he had the look and all that. Same thing with Scott Adkins, and
he came back for one of the last two.
It was one that those underworld movies where his character was in the movie, but you could tell they were obviously hiding that he wasn't in it.
Yes.
It was 3. It was
three. That was 3.
3 was the prequel. 3 was Rise of the Lycans. I think it was 5.
It's like the daughter got loose when she was running. They had him in like in a chamber or whatever.
Yeah. I'm like, man,
it wasn't him.
Slick. Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't him, but it was his character, but it wasn't him.
Was it Awakening or Blood Wars?
I watched Blood Wars last night. It wasn't Blood Wars.
Awakening.
It was Awakening.
Okay, yeah, that was 4.
It was Awakening, and then
with Michael Ealy.
Yes.
That's 4.
That's 4.
Yeah. That's interesting. But yeah, we'll see. Going back to man, I guess they got a hell of a story to tell. I didn't realize it was gonna be that long. Yeah, that's crazy. But I can't wait though. It's a lot of great talent in that movie.
All right, Bart Scott.
Oh man, but yeah, that's all I got. Just randomizing.
I will say this though, with the MODOK stuff and Quantumania, when MODOK had the shield down.
Oh, we bringing it back now.
Oh yeah, bookend,
bro.
Right? I enjoyed those aspects of it. But when they showed Corey Stoll's face, I'm like, what is this? Like it looked like it was like my TV configuration wasn't at the right ratio. It looked like it was stretched out. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's funny.
It didn't even look like Corey Stoll, to be honest with you.
Is that shitty CGI? Or is that how they wanted the character to look?
Purposely supposed.
I think so too.
Yeah, how you gonna? There's no way you can really do big ass face. I mean, that's MODOK. Yeah, but it was funny. Dude. I like Michael Douglas react. Well, both of their reactions. Like, what's his name? Daryl. Darren.
Yeah.
Like, is that you? Yeah, that's funny.
And like even him getting the signal from Cassie, he's the reason why Kang brought him down and all of that. That was good. It was anytime they tried to make MODOK funny, it was cringe.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah.
It was, like I said, I'll be honest with you, I fell off a little bit in the movie when everything was good, everything was solid. MODOK has the fight with Cassie. She beats him. And then when they started that dialogue, even after she won the fight, beat him, everything was still good. She should have just kept running. Just keep running. You ain't got to go back. Just keep running. When she went back and started talking about, like, don't be a dick, I was like, what the hell is this? Like, this was, from that point on, MODOK was terrible.
Trash.
It was just terrible. And I think I would have given it, I would have still gave it a positive review. I would have given it a 6 out of 10. What saved it was when, Paul Rudd, Jonathan Majors get that big fight scene at the end.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was
dialogue
good.
Back and forth. Because, bro, he was using Paul Rudd as a sparring partner and getting ready for Creed 3. Because he was just whooping his ass.
Yeah, that was kind of surprisingly brutal. Like, dude, just fist fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we all know, and what I like about it is we know Scott Lang, he's not a fighter.
Yeah.
Like, he can defend himself, but he's not a true fighter. He was getting his ass whooped. And then the mid and post credits, those post credit scenes helped me bump it back up to a 7 because when I saw that MODOK thing, that last 45 minutes, anything with MODOK in it was fucking trash.
Yo, but when they were both tall, when they were both like giant.
Oh yeah.
And then she said, "I want a lime." It was like a good Civil War callback. Does anybody have any orange slices?
Like citrus stuff.
Yeah.
What he said.
What was I? Oh, fuck. What was I gonna say?
And that's the thing. Like a movie like that coming out of Peyton Reed, you knocked it out of the park for the most part in the first 2.
Yeah.
And like just like I said, we ain't professionals. We're just watching this like everybody else. In the writer's room, as a director, you're gonna hear this. You're gonna be like, "Yeah, we're going without it." We're like, "What is this shit?"
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm gonna say this: one Ant-Man 1 and the second one, Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'm gonna call it the Ghost of Edgar Wright, and because Edgar Wright cast everybody, and you could tell Edgar Wright, Michael Pena, Edgar Wright wrote that.
Yeah,
because he's still credited as a screenwriter. That's straight right down to the editing beats. That's Edgar Wright all day.
Dude,
when he's telling the story.
There was a glaring lack of Michael Pena in this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish he was in it, but I understand why.
For sure.
He's not in it.
Yeah,
like there's no reason for him to be in it.
No place for him. Yeah. But there was a neat moment at the end when they're Scott is picking up the cake. And he started to think and think and think.
Yeah. I was waiting because like this is gonna segue into my point. Iron Man 3, Captain America: Civil War, Thor: Ragnarok. Everybody loses something. Like the third movie, the hero takes a huge L, right?
No, that's true. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
What did Ant-Man or Wasp? They're both the title character.
Yeah.
Who lost what in this movie? I mean, I guess it's not like a mandatory thing. All the third movies, they have to suffer.
Yeah.
And they were setting it up like, oh shit, they about to get trapped in the quantum realm.
Yeah.
But then they didn't.
And then it's just, they're back.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I honestly thought a twist was gonna happen where, like, when he has the piece of cake at the end, he's like, "Oh, this is terrible." I thought they were gonna span out and have Jonathan Majors as a different variant of Kang saying that they were trapped and all that was an illusion.
That would have been fire.
That's what I was thinking was gonna happen.
Yeah, they just played it safe. I'm thinking somewhere in there.
When in the mid-credit scene when they showed all the Kangs, did y'all see the Skrull Kang?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
that was dope.
That was pretty cool.
That was dope.
But yeah, we'll see.
Maybe he'll be in the Marvels.
It's gonna be interesting, and I still think. I mean, I'm guessing all three of us agree on this. The Bengal and Miss Marvel and Shang-Chi, the 10 Rings, everything is related to the quantum realm. That's my guess, because those rings that Jonathan Majors was referring to kind of look like something out of the 10 Rings.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I thought we were going to get some kind of connection from all of that.
So did I.
Yeah, they're going to have to get to it and do it.
Sooner or later.
Yeah. Because what's after Guardians 3?
The Marvels, November.
It's the Marvels, yeah. So it's only 3 this year, all right?
Yeah, the Blade.
Only 3. That's crazy.
The Blade reschedule, like I was saying in the chat, they moved Blade. It left a hole in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is it? Bring It On, Down with Love, The Breakup, Yes Man. Which one or how many of these are better than Quantumania?
Wow, that came out of nowhere.
Hey, it's Peyton Reed. It's still not out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's true. It's hard. That's crazy that he's... Wow, he really made Bring It On.
Yeah.
Is it Down with Love, though? Like I said in my YouTube review, Down with Love and View from the Top, like, they're similar. The way, like, the marketing or whatever. I don't know which one he did off the top of my head.
And it's wild, too, because, like, someone like Peyton Reed, he does... Or any of these directors, Kevin Feige has an eye. He plucks them out. Yeah, they're known for stuff, but now they're known for the Marvel movies. So when you hear these references, like, oh, he did that, or they did this, it's just odd because you don't expect that they would do those type of movies because look what they put out for Marvel. You know what I mean? It's a lot of these actors are getting their names out there now because of Marvel. Meanwhile, they've been doing this for decades.
Yeah, they've been in a minute, yeah, we'll definitely see. So, see what that box office is gonna. I don't know. It could probably. I'd probably say like 80 million or something. I don't think it'll crack 100.
It was a holiday weekend too.
Yeah.
What's that?
Holiday weekend too.
Oh,
They say Friday through Sunday it'll be around 95 mil. With the holiday weekend, President's Day, they say they're thinking 110. That was the projection. It's 3-day 95, 4-day 110. I don't know. I think it'll be on par with that. But you also got to remember, as bad as it is, the first Ant-Man and the Wasp opening weekend made $57 million. Right?
Oh,
First Ant-Man.
It's a long time ago. That's crazy.
Right? The Ant-Man and the Wasp, the second one made an extra 19, so it made $76 million. So even if it hits $95 million, the projection is still on the up. So no matter what, it's not an L, no matter what it comes out at.
I hope it makes 30
because
over 4 days.
Each movie has made more opening weekend. So, I mean, you can say all you want, but like, look, I take a movie like Venom. Critics gave it on Rotten Tomatoes 30%.
Deservedly fucking so.
30%. Audience gave it, I think, like 84, 85, and that thing almost made almost $1 billion.
That's crazy.
Venom sucks.
Yeah, but I think the other question is the budget.
Yeah.
That's the key.
This one definitely had the biggest budget of the three.
Yeah, 130.
And this is a problem of Marvel's success. It was so good for so long. Like, I know, Randy, you probably still haven't watched this. Eric, have you seen the TV show The Last of Us on HBO?
Oh, yeah, I'm a big fan of the game.
Oh, same
caught
here.
Up. Yeah.
People were like, to me, I still think about episode 3 was phenomenal. Mm-hmm. When episode 4 dropped,
Revenge of the
even
Sith?
I and my wife Shelby, I was like, what do you think? She's like, it was okay. I'm like, no, I think it was good. But imagine, you take a test. Episode 1, you got 100 on your test. Episode 2, you got 100 on your test. Episode 3, you blew it out to 100. Episode 4, you got a 98. That's a letdown because you hit the mark on all 3, but now you're at a 98. Well, that's less than 100.
Yeah.
It's that letdown, like, oh, it was still good. It just wasn't 100. That's how I feel with this. You know what I mean? It's how you view it, how you see it, and at the end of the day, it could always be on the mark. But when Marvel was so good for so long, a movie that doesn't go to how you think it should go, or it's slightly below par, people making a big stink out of it because this is not what I'm used to.
I think
now they take something this small and make it that big because that's it felt.
You take out.
It was still a solid movie.
If you take out Shang-Chi, you take out No Way Home. Ever since Black Widow, Marvel's just in this groove where they're just good, not great.
Yeah, there you go. And people, people don't know how to have a gray area. Yep. It's just good, bad. That's it.
Yeah.
And people say, how about No Way Home?
Great.
No Way Home is a Sony movie.
Technically, it's Sony.
With Marvel.
Yeah.
Yes, it's in the Marvel world, MCU, but it's a Sony movie.
It's a Sony movie, right?
Can't really include that.
So
yeah,
we gonna wrap it up. We got another block in us.
Yeah, I guess that's it. I'm stretching it. I think we got it.
Y'all out here talking about Bruce Willis and Last of Us.
Yeah, that's his whole little episode.
The two of you have covered what we have covered in the last 2 episodes, Eric Sigmund, that you were not in.
Hey man,
bro.
You
got to watch that show.
Eventually. It's on the DVR.
Oh my god.
Eric, we recording on a Saturday in 2 weeks so we can talk about Creed? Or you gonna go to work?
Man, these goofballs. I'll let you know. I swear the scheduler for the company I work with is on crack.
You gonna have me recording at 9:30 in the morning?
Cause it's stupid, man. I've been working.
Y'all got any more of that red
6 a.m.
balls?
to 2. Oh my god, 6 a.m. to 2 for the last 3 weeks, and she did up and no Saturdays, and just hey, you know what? If I just randomly throw a Saturday in there, and today and tomorrow is stupid because not only do I not work Saturdays usually, I don't work Saturdays 1 to 9. Then I got to get up tomorrow morning at 8.
Well,
I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
In the words of the great Jack Nicholson, it's time to retire. Feel free to drop in. But,
man,
just so y'all know, watching while we out here just rambling on wax still.
Oh, man, yeah. Just put all my personal stuff out there. Yeah, I have a job, people.
Next episode is Creed 3 spoilers. 2023 is the season of spoilers. Happy holidays. Rec League Podcast. Yo. Yo, 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 yo. Quick with it. That boy sharp like Shannon. Fucking with me or get your character examined. Quick with it to the dim with it. Claim to be down, but y'all ain't never been with it. Y'all might catch a concussion how hard these bars hit ya. I'm not Jewish, but this a bar mitzvah. I'm unapologetically me. The rest of y'all try hard. I coast and have a few laughs. The rest of you rappers can die hard. Good like Megan. Thinking about her naked. Don't none of y'all get the V cause you motherfucking faking. I've done dirt, but never had to dig a ditch. You bitches like Netflix, some hypocrites. Trying to get the last word on sharing the password. Who I'll cancel their membership while I'm getting these raps heard. AntManAndTheWaspQuantumania, and I will hang your punk ass out to dry. You ain't ever conquer shit, dog. You not Kang. When it come time to fight, you shrink like Scott Lang. And chill until the next episode.